So even though we're moving on to another piece of news, we're still keeping up with the Kamen Rider Go theme. Here, we're actually talking about the fact that the Kamen Rider Climax Scramble Go, that's a mouthful, game is actually going to get an English release. Now, before you actually go on Amazon or eBay or any other brick and mortar store that's in your area, if you're a US fan, remember, I said English release, that does actually mean a US release, sadly. But there are some good silver linings here, or at the very least, there's some positives, right? So, negative is yes, that it won't be officially released in the US. However, we do have to remember that the Nintendo Switch, which this game is being released on, this is not the PS4 version, which was Climax Fighters, that I actually talked about on my Keikaku Corner episode with, or series rather, over at Those Guys on the Radio YouTube channel. Talked about that with Tristan Walter. While we were talking about Tokusatsu over there, we don't need more. That's why we have this. But anyway, so when it comes to Climax, in this case it's not Climax Fighters, of course it is Climax Scramble. When it comes to this though, even though the it's coming from Nintendo Switch, but even though it's not having a US release, the Nintendo Switch is region free. So it's not region locked. So I don't have a Nintendo Switch. So that's why I actually didn't know this until reading this article. But if you have a Nintendo Switch, you can buy this game just fine, English language release, and you get it fully in English, not dubbed. Not subbed, you know, in any way to prep for these shows to come over here. I assume it's because of the fact that in Southeast Asia, there's a good chance that these shows do come out, potentially English subbed or dubbed on television. I know that I've seen some, across the world, I've seen Kamen Rider dubbed into English. Very interesting. So when it comes to this though, I assume the only update is Geo. I don't think they're going to be adding in anyone else. Or anything else rather, like, you know, changing up game mechanics or anything like that. Of course, I assume the PS4 version would potentially get DLC. But in this case, of course, the Switch version is coming out later, and I'm sure they want to change some things up here and there. Just like some other games do for the Switch as well when they add new content or things like that. We don't know the official release date of the games. That's another reason why you probably shouldn't go on eBay or Amazon. One thing I will say, though, and it's a little sad, I don't know if you guys bought Kamen Rider Climax Fighters to PS4. I did not buy it, and the reason why is because, you know, we look at games here in the States and we see that they're $60, and I don't know about some of you guys, but for me, I'm even like, ooh, $60, I don't know. When I've seen these games on other websites like, you know, PlayAsia, eBay, Amazon, it's not 60 anymore. At the very least, it's $75. So, and it's not always free shipping. So, you know, you do have to take that into account. However, with the Nintendo Switch, you could take this on the go. So that is something to think about as well. This would make the game portable, and that might actually be a great thing for you. You might enjoy that. And again, you know, if you're in the U.S., it is English language. So, or again, across the world, you're watching this and you want English as your primary sub language. I mean, hey, it's, you know, it's English subbed, not dubbed, English subbed. And of course, it's not being English subbed to kind of prep for any U.S. release or anything like that. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll say this much: I will take it. So definitely pick that up whenever the heck that happens. Whenever the heck that does happen and there's a pre-order, I'll put some Amazon affiliate links in the description box.